Hi, Kevin Coop here, and this is FaceTime with the Content Guy. You know, it's an article of faith around here at Morning Newsbeat that basically if retailers want to be successful in the 21st century, they have to offer products and services that nobody else offers. It's not a great way to differentiate yourself if the stuff that's on your shelves and the services you're offering to people are the same stuff that other people are offering, whether those other people are brick and mortar retailers or e-commerce providers. I think that's an important component of what it takes to be successful in 21st century retailing. In fact, you might even call it a retail rule. And by the way, it's a great book out called Retail Rules, 52 Ways to Achieve Retail Success, available now on Amazon.com. See, I'm trying to differentiate too. But it's not just retailers that are doing this. I've pointed this out here on Morning Newsbeat before. Listen, HBO does it with a differentiated program like Game of Thrones or Last Week Tonight with John Oliver. Netflix does it with things like House of Cards. Amazon's doing it with programs and series like Bosch. And basically it goes on and on as lots of different companies try to find differentiated content. And for them, content is the products that's on their shelves. Differentiated content that will differentiate them from the rest of the pack. Now the New York Times is reporting that Apple is getting into the game. But they're going to come at things a little bit more from a different perspective. They're not going to do just a full slate of TV or movie production, and God knows they have enough money to do that. No, what they're going to do apparently is an unscripted series, which in other terms is sort of reality TV, but an unscripted series that's going to be about the app economy. Now, this is something clearly they know a lot about because, apps is a big business for them. Now, there's some speculation that when they do this program, it could just turn into a big promotion for Apple's App Store, but I don't think that's really the way they're going to go. Listen, if they do a program about the app economy, certainly it's going to reinforce the fact that they have an app store, but they're smart enough to know that they don't have to use that kind of platform just to sell stuff. That they can talk about something bigger, that they can entice people about apps, they can enlighten people about how they're used, they can talk to them in a different kind of way, and they can expand the app economy without seeming to sell the stuff that they are selling. And the thing is, what I think is important about this is I'm reasonably sure, based on their history, that Apple is not just kind of doing this just to see if they can sell some more stuff. They are thinking strategically, and they're thinking thinking tactically. They're trying to figure out how can we use this in a way to build the bigger picture that they're going to be able to in a way that's going to allow them to take advantage of it. Now, listen, Apple typically is not talking very much about their plans. They're not talking about when they're going to run or how they're going to run or how much it's going to cost or who's going to host it and who's going to produce it. We'll learn about that down the line. But I think it's a pretty good guess that when Apple finally brings this out, it's going to be something different. Now, keep one thing in mind. If Apple just wanted to throw money at the problem and get into the movie and TV production business, well, they could have done it and it would have been a lot easier. This is actually harder. But it's like the lesson from A League of Their Own. It's the hard that makes it worth doing. And by the way, if you want to read a good book about lessons from the movies, I know another one of those as well. Anyway, that's what's on my mind this Thursday morning. And as always, I want to hear what's on your mind.